Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. And I'm here to bring the review for Shaman King episode 16. And now, so we have Team Yo, and they've reached the old patch village. And throughout the episode, they find out a way that they can find the new patch village, which is told to them through Hao's minions. And now, obviously, it makes sense that Hao would want Yo to just naturally progress because if you watch the old anime, you know why. But if you're just coming in fresh, you may not understand why Hao wants you to progress. But it makes sense for Hao's minions to tell you how to get to the new patch village. It's very convenient for Team Yo, but it makes sense. So the majority of this episode is really focused on one of Hao's minions versus, for the most part, Ryu. And now, when this fight started to take place, I was kind of scared, kind of nervous about how this fight would play out because, in my opinion, Ryu or anybody within Team Yo really should not, I feel like anyway, they should not be able to be any one of Hao's minions in a one-on-one fight. And the reason why I feel this way is because at the end of the day, Team Hao, Team Ziki, sorry, let me apologize, let me correct myself. Team Ziki, yeah, is the last threat. Is the like, obviously Ziki's the final boss in it. So the final boss's team should be like the last threat. Excuse me. The last threats for Team Yo, and I know that there's, I don't know the exact number, but it's more than double at the very minimum. More than double of Ziki's men versus Yo's men currently, and even after the intro spoils who's gonna join Team Yo eventually. So I think even after that, Team Ziki still has double the men, and I feel like for them to be able to, even though the fight's not over yet, I feel like for them to beat anybody from Team Ziki one-on-one at this stage of the game, I feel like it takes away from the threat level of the entirety of the group. And I know, like I said, there's double the numbers in Team Ziki, so it could be a thing where like this is a lesser member and the lesser members are like on, say, Team Yo's current level. But I just feel like that shouldn't be the case, really and truly. At the end of the day, I'm just going to leave it at that. I just feel like that shouldn't be the case. However, we don't seem to be getting that now anyway. What started off as a one-on-one fight quickly became a group fight, and like I've said, the fight is not over yet, so it might not be a thing where this vampire that they are facing within this episode is essentially defeated by the team. They might be the overall winners, but you might do the whole thing as a I'm out for now kind of thing. So that still might happen, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be the case. I think he's going to be defeated, and I know I'm very down with what I just said about how it being a one-on-one fight. I am more favourable of it being a group defeat, but again, I don't think, even as a group, they should be able to defeat someone from Team Suki quite yet. That's the way I feel. So another thing that happened within this episode, yeah, is the whole thing where we had another minion of Team Ziki telling Yo, well, actually, did he say? Yeah, he basically said something on the lines of, "You're definitely a descendant of Hao," and Yo was like, "Yeah, so like I already thought to myself that we looked to like." Basically, there was no impact from Yo finding out this information, and I feel like, as an audience member watching the 2021 version, I feel like Yo, because we're getting the reveals, yeah, before Yo's getting the reveal. So when Yo gets the reveals, we're like, yeah, already knew this. So I feel like the whole Zeke Yo dynamic that was built up in the 21 version and the way it drops in the 21 version so much better, because even though they're giving it to us little by little, if you get the first episode, yeah, and the whole big reveal within the first episode, they are giving it to us little by little, but it's like, so like we already know. Just tell Yo, just tell him, please, because we already know. So there's no need for that. No need for that. Another thing I want to mention, we know Anna's on her way, and she's bringing Morty with her. Morty's actually providing the transportation, and now I can't remember how Anna and Morty got to Yo in the original. Don't remember the helicopter. So in this episode, Morty is flexing his wealth. Within this episode, just something that I mentioned, something that I thought I'd mention for the review. Another big thing for this episode is the very focused on the minion from Team Ziki that they were fighting. I don't remember if in the original running any member of Team Ziki other than Ziki obviously getting a backstory, and the minion that they were fighting within this episode was given a very lengthy backstory. And why I say lengthy is because I feel like after this fight, I'm not going to say defeat, but after this fight, he's going to become very less, what's the word I'm looking for? Important to the story, not the word I was looking for, but important to the story. And so I feel like him getting the backstory wasn't really necessary for me personally. However, I am going to say that it is always good to flesh out all of your characters, regardless of their primary, secondary, and so forth. So yeah, that was a good touch to the episode. I'm not gonna fault it for that. Sorry, my throat is troubling me. But yeah, I think that's everything I got to say about this episode. I really did enjoy it. This is the first episode that literally diverges from the original anime, so it was exciting to watch because I literally did not know what was going to happen at all during the episode. So as things are going down, I'm thinking, okay, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? So I did enjoy this episode. I'm going to give it a 4-star rating, and like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.